What's up, everybody? Blake here, coming at you with a movie review for the new horror movie, Dark Harvest. I hope you're having a great day, great night, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for being here, watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. It means a lot. If at the end of this video you find yourself enjoying what I do, please do like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So, Dark Harvest. This is a movie that I knew very, very little about going in. I had heard very little about it. I knew it existed, but I didn't really know what to expect. My buddy Steven told me that I needed to check this movie out. He was like, "Bro, this is the best horror movie I have ever seen." Or no, he said it was the best horror movie that he's seen this year. And look, I'm not one to get hyped up for movies. Not anymore. I used to. But nowadays, I temper my expectations for the most part. Like sometimes it's a little hard to not get too hyped up, but I've definitely been able to restrain myself a lot more here over the last couple of years. But anyways, hearing Steven tell me, "Bro, this movie's great. It's one of the best movies. It is the best horror movie that I've seen of 2023." I was like, I really got to check this movie out now. So I watched it. And you know what? It's a good movie. It is. It is a good, enjoyable movie. It's a throwback horror movie. Like, they just don't make movies like this anymore. You don't see movies like this anymore. It's a throwback. It seems like it would have come out in the 80s. And the thing is, it takes place in the 60s. But it still seems like a movie that would have come out in the 80s. Movies like this just aren't made anymore. There are so many practical effects that are used throughout. And the creature design, while it reminds me a lot of Pumpkinhead, if I'm being honest, uh, looked absolutely fantastic. Like it really did. It looked absolutely fantastic. And I really appreciate that they used practical effects throughout this movie. I think I mentioned that already. But anyways, I really do appreciate that they use practical effects throughout. I didn't really notice any CGI. So if they used any CGI, good on them for not making it noticeable. At least whereas I'm concerned. Uh this is a very beautiful looking movie, guys. It's very beautiful looking. Some great shots throughout. The director, the cinematographer, like they know what they're doing, man. This movie just it looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking movie. It's very dark, but that's by design. It's so fucking beautiful. And the lighting choices that they use throughout, just such a beautiful, beautiful movie. And whereas the plot is concerned, the plot is just, to me, the plot is the weakest part of this movie because it's kind of a mixed bag. The plot honestly reminds me so much of, Children of the Corn. And I don't love Children of the Corn. I think Children of the Corn is just, it's one of those movies that I've just never gravitated towards. Like, it's an okay movie. It is. It's okay. But it's just not one that I'm crazy about. Same with Pumpkinhead. I made that comparison to the creature. But still, I really I really dug what they were doing with the plot of this movie. There are some great characters here, some great actors portraying these characters throughout. Excuse me. And I gotta say, there is so much carnage throughout this movie. Carnage, candy galore. The kills are fantastic. This movie doesn't really hold back. It doesn't. It does not really hold back. There's one kill, and I'm not going to get into spoilers here, all right? But there's one kill where it was off screen, but it showed like the after effect of what happened. And I was like, damn, that was fucking crazy. You know, it reminded me so much, and I don't know if that's what they were going for, but it reminded me so much of the Johnny Depp kill in Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, when the blood splatters out of the bed, when it sprays out of the bed like a fountain and goes up on the ceiling, it kind of reminded me of that. It's not exactly the same. It's quite a bit different, but it still made me think about that particular kill. So, yeah, guys, I did enjoy this movie quite a bit. I did. It took me a little bit to get into it. I will say that. It took me a little bit to get into it because at first I was not feeling it. There was there was a moment where I wanted to turn this movie off. But once it gets going, it gets going. It rewards you for your patience because for horror fans, like I said, the carnage, oh my god. This movie is vicious. Vicious. And look, I don't want to get too much into the plot, guys. Like, I'm just going to say that, it takes place in a small town, a fictional small town. You know, when these kids come of a certain age, they have to do this thing called the run, and you know they have to kill the creature. I'm trying to remember the name of the creature. I think it's Scarecrow Jack. I think is the name. They have to kill Scarecrow Jack, and the one that kills Scarecrow Jack wins the run and wins $25,000. Now, keep in mind this movie takes place in the '60s, and I like that it takes place in the '60s. I do. I like that this movie takes place in the '60s because to me, it seems like shit would have been a lot scarier back then before all the technology, you know? So, anyways, $25,000, it's a lot of money back then. That's life changing money. It's still a lot of money. I wish somebody would give me $25,000. What can I do to make $25,000? Just give it to me for existing. That would be okay. But, anyways, so went off on a tangent there. So, that's basically the setup for this movie. That's basically the plot. There's more to it, but I don't want to get into it because I want you to go into this movie knowing as little as possible because I feel like you will enjoy it more the less you know. However, you may feel the same way as me once the movie is over, wanting answers to questions that are never answered in the movie. So, yeah, guys, as far as the rating goes, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. I don't want to ramble too much. I don't want to keep you for too long, but yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's a good, solid movie. It's watchable. It's enjoyable. If you're a horror fan, check it out. If you're looking for a scary movie to watch during this Halloween season, I would say add this to your list. It's definitely worth watching. It's currently streaming on demand. I don't think it's on any streaming services right now, but it is certainly worth the price to rent, I would say. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending some of your day with me. And yeah, please do like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Comment below. Have you seen this movie? Do you want to see it? What did you think about it? What are your expectations? Let me know in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I'm Blake. Y'all have a good one.